Well, it doesn't get much better than that. That is the Independent Artist of the Week this week on DC Coast to Coast, NEVERWONDER with Help Me. And I'll ask Alima this first. Where do you see NEVERWONDER in 5 years?
Well, definitely trying to still get on the stages, or actually be on the stages, the main stages, just getting more music out there. I mean, really hitting more outlets to get the music heard from like anywhere. You know, that's really the goal. New material and really trying to reach other fans, you know, because that's the thing. It's like from city to city, then expanding to states, nationwide, and, you know, worldwide. Really spreading that is really the goal, you know, so that's definitely what I would see in any time, you know, like a year or even a few months, you know, that's always the goal, so
Very
I'd like
good.
to see that happen.
Brothers, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, definitely. You know, everybody would love to make money from doing this. You know, I'd love to see myself quitting my day job, and all of us, you know, and just, I don't want to be rich. I would just love to make my living doing music. I think we all, you know, as a bass player, definitely understand that one, right? So
I do.
Yeah, and you know, I know you love you're very passionate, obviously, about your TV, or sorry, your radio show here. So yeah, I think we would like to do that. You know, we would like to have hits on the radio. We'd like a few more albums. Definitely, maybe some landing some music in movies, and you know, I don't know for video game material, but anything's anything, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Nowadays, right? So. I think there's a lot of different options for us, and I think, you know, we've set our minds to it, and we can definitely have to achieve some really cool shit stuff.
There you go.
5 years.
Can you edit that out? A little no, listen, you know, with music today,
I can edit anything out.
Okay, no, he's good. It's well said on both parts.
Yeah.
You know, we have these conversations. Lima calls them like temperature checks sometimes about, you know, where we're going, and it's good sometimes for bands to talk about things, because sometimes you can get in a rut, and 5 years can happen like in a blink.
Yeah,
right?
that's so true.
And with being in a band. You know, last year for us, we played a lot of gigs, but a lot of gigs out of Los Angeles. So we've had our discussions about what we want to do, and we definitely want to focus in on the fans here in Los Angeles, but also to write music, and then obviously, you know, that's immediate. That's really what we want to do right now. But long term, the world is our oyster, and we want to feed on it, and we don't need to be rich. And I agree with what Dre says, but to be relevant, to be out there, making a message and doing things that we need to do, that's what music's about, and that's why we're still doing it. It's not because, you know, we want to be rich. It's because it's a calling, and I enjoy playing it with these people.
Absolutely, and well said. I always like to ask artists this, and what do you have a favorite tour story you'd like to share with the viewers?
Wow. No. Yeah. Okay. So.
Which one?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, you know. I mean, Jesus. All right. I'm gonna tell you a story, and it has nothing to do with Alima. Look, she's like paranoid right now. Because Alima is one of the most professional people we know, but this has nothing to do with Alima. So you guys can try to find the story wherever you want. But here's this. I think we're coming from Vegas one time, and we had our trailer. No, did we have the trailer? We just had the whatever. We had the trailer of the expedition. It's probably a better story if we had the trailer anyways. So we're all in there, and a cop pulls us over. And not only a cop, it's a CHP. And we were doing this festival. Was it the Indie Fest or something, Alima, in Vegas?
Yeah.
The Henderson place. And so he comes up to us, and you know, I don't know what really reason he pulled us over, because, the transition went from 35 to 10. And so he pulled us over. So we're sitting there talking to him, and he's like, you know, I pulled you over, da-da-da, and he's looking at all of it. He goes, did you guys play the festival? And we're like, yeah. And then he goes, NEVERWONDER? And we're like, yeah. He goes, oh, great, not a problem. So we're like trying to figure out what's going on. Then we were going to get arrested right now because, you know, because we thought he was kidding with us. But then he goes, you know, you guys were phenomenal. You know, why don't you guys, are you guys heading back to L.A.? We said, yeah, we're heading back to L.A. He goes, sure you guys are safe, take it a little slow. And we were just dumbfounded. So we're like trying to throw in CDs, you know, so that he would, you know, and we signed a CD for him. And I'm not going to, you know, tell you the officer's name or anything, but I mean, really cool guy and just unexpected. And, you know, Vegas is a crazy town.
Yes, it is.
A lot of out of Vegas.
It is.
So that was a simple one. We've had people sick, you know, and they can barely get on stage, but we troop through it. I mean, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Do what you got to do.
Not a drunken stupor or anything. Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. You know, I believe that if bands have any hope of any heightened success, I think the most important thing that they have to do is stay together. Just stay together.
Yeah.
And what do you think are the keys to success for NEVERWONDER?
Who do you want this one? All of us, or?
Sure.
I'm going to jump on this real quick.
Okay.
That I agree with you, and you know, it's about staying the course. I don't know if who watched that movie, The Patriot, when the son gets killed, and you know the general, I think it is, or you know, tells I forgot the gentleman's name. He was Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson tells him his son gets killed, and he's very down. He doesn't want to continue on, and he says, "Stay the course, stay the course," because the ultimate goal was to defeat the British, correct? And so I would, you know, kind of correlating with stay the course in the music, and eventually, you know, everything will pan out, you know. So I think staying the course, committing to each other, just, you know, trying every day. You know, someone also told me before, you know, as long as you're working on your craft and or your business every day, you're going to be successful. You have to be. There's no, it's going to work out. So.
There you go.
Yeah. You know, a band is a difficult thing because there's life, there's everything, you know, but the linchpin is the beauty of the music. Because no matter what happens, you're going to write music. And if you find people like I've found, great people, let's forget about the musicianship and the talent in the room that when we get together. I'm talking about the genuine people's personalities and their auras and who they are.
Yeah.
That's the reason I go. I mean, I love their talent. That we wouldn't be in the room if we didn't have the talent. But I care for the people deeply, who they are, and then that's why being in a band is a great thing, because you're building things out of air, and then you're writing songs and putting them on albums or movies or whatever the case is. But staying the course is hard.
Yes, it is.
It's a necessity, because people like to jump around and say, well, I'll just jump on that thing right now, and then this thing, and that breaks up, and you're just on a big circle sometimes, and you find that people keep jumping around, but at the same point, because you're in a great band, you have to dial it in and keep analyzing it and keep improving it, and each band needs to do that. So, I mean, we've had to learn that just like any other band, that you have to understand, and people change after, you know, let's say 5 years. People change, their goals change, their priorities. Not that they don't like music, it's just you have to understand that and make the situation great.
Yeah.
And whatever it comes, you know, you just adjust and move forward, you know. And that's what we've had to do, just like any other band.
There you go.
You know, yeah.
Good stuff. Halima, you got anything you want to add, sweetie?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, again, like it's communication, collaboration, those types of things are important to have that foundation, because if you don't, then things slide by and things blow up, or you can easily lose connection. But as long as everyone's on the same page and everyone always communicates what's going on, and those are important things. And I think any successful relationship. So this is business and musicianship. So it's like all of that. Those are important factors because you got to be able to talk to all the people that are involved and make changes when you need to. And it's a process. There's a lot of different processes between songwriting. It's like between gigging.
Absolutely.
It's like there's all these things.
It's about working together without any ego clash. And I can tell that with you guys. There's no egos here. You guys are tight knit. You guys are a family, and that's what it's all about. And I got fed up with bands. I just didn't want to deal with it anymore because I don't have time to deal with egos and drama and all that stuff. I'd like to get back into a band, but it's going to have to be with a special group of people. So that's just the way that it is. Having bands, it's really hard. Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tell us about any upcoming shows you got coming up and where people can find your music.
Well,
Okay,
you can check us out
go ahead.
on NEVERWONDER.com or on all the social outlets. So Facebook, YouTube, all those Never Wonder Band on YouTube, and we try to push everything out. Twitter, those are all the outlets. You could definitely find us on CD Baby, iTunes to make sure you can get our music. So we try to push everything out so everyone can just get it, through anything that they know of already. So
There you
yes.
go. And for our viewers out there, you can go to the DC Coast to Coast website at www.dccoasttocoast.com, and you can find most of the artists that are on the playlist here. And Never Wonder is there. You go to the artist links page, and you scroll down and find Never Wonder, and you can click on their website and find out all about them, contact them if you like what you hear, which I know you do, because I know you people have said how much you enjoy Never Wonder. So we're going to hear another cut right now, and then we'll be back to talk with them one more time. Alima, tell me about Let It Out. Great song, by the way.
Well, Let It Out. Not groove. So again, that's just something where you're just expressing, like, let's just get out there, have fun, and it's really that type of song. So like everyone's at times, it's like almost like it's the end of the week. You just want to kind of just let it go and jam out. So that's kind of where that song kind of stems from. So
All right.
I feel good.
Cool. Okay, we're going to hear it right now. This is Never Wonder, this week's Independent Artist of the Week here on DC Coast to Coast. Here they are with Let It Out on the USA FM.
Now, here's this week's Independent Artist of the Week on DC Coast to Coast.
Valued by the silence.
great song right there from this week's Independent Artist of the Week, Let It Out. That is Never Wonder. And I have Alima, Dre, and Vincent, three-quarters of the group here. And tell me a little bit about... Tell me a little bit about the missing link here today. Tell me about Scott. Tell me a little bit about Scott.
We've with Scott we've been working with, and then he was not able to do this, and to simply put, as we move forward with people, sometimes they just can't move with us right now, and so he wasn't able to do it today, and that's fine. There's no issue with that. I think Dre, Alima, myself can handle most of the interviews and stuff like that, and we don't begrudge anybody at all. And, as a band, as we talked about evolution and growing, we're always looking for new members out there, keyboard players. That's something that NEVERWONDER wants to evolve in. So hi, Mr. Keyboard Player.
Okay.
So with the new stuff coming.
Okay. So you are looking for someone to replace him, I take it.
The Scott, or who are you talking, keyboard?
Yeah, Scott.
No. We're always there looking for players and stuff like that to elevate and write with us and to be a team with us. So yeah. Scott wasn't able to do it, and it's not a problem, But at that point, since I got a great forum here, any keyboard players out there?
There you go. There you go.
It's a very difficult thing for us. Let me ask you a question there, DC.
Okay.
You got a spinning light in the background. You got this poster, and I can't figure out what it is. What is it to your right? What is that poster?
Poster.
That's some of the
on the back wall.
That's my mother.
Wall.
That's my mother. My late mother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's my late mother.
I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. She was she was my mother. Everybody called her, all the artists who knew my mother, they all called her Lucy Mom, because she was on the show every day the last year of her life. And she made lots of friends with the artists all around the globe and the viewers around the globe. And when I had to go back to take care of Mom before she passed away, she had artists call her from all over the world. They called her on the phone and tell her how much they loved her, And so Mom, she was just a big part of this show, and so I put that up there just as a salute to Mom, because I made a promise to her a long time ago that I would never quit this show, because she said that this show got her through her day every day. So I'm keeping that promise to my mother. But thank you for asking me that. I appreciate that. So that's who that is. So I got Mom looking over my right shoulder every day.
I knew there was a reason, because I couldn't figure it out. I was like, this guy's got this poster up for a reason, or from our angle, you can't really tell. So
yeah, that picture was taken at her 70th birthday, and she was 70 back then, but she was 80 when she passed away. So
right. Wow.
But thank you again for asking me that. Alima, what advice would you give to aspiring artists trying to make a name for themselves?
I think it's always important just to keep focusing on the craft, writing, playing, or whatever it is as the artist, and then, trying to get new stuff out there and being seen. And that's really the thing. You're your own boss if you don't have a manager already, but you just have to do it on your own. Like, that's really what motivates. Keep the passion, because at the end of the day, it's really your fulfillment, Money and material things are really nothing if, at the end of the day you don't feel that. I mean, at least for me. But, it's really important to have that completion, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So just keep going to that goal, creating, and getting better.
Very good.
You always learn, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna address this question to all of you, starting with Alima. Is there anything up to this point in your careers that you think you would have done differently?
I think it's always, it's not being able to always see what the business changes into. Like, sometimes you want to keep going on certain things that you've learned or what you know. But I think the only thing is like really probably being a little bit more aware of how things change and like adapting to it, but still keeping to the ethics that I have, you know. But I mean, I think that's really it. I mean, most of the time I try to, but sometimes there's things you don't really. You might get stuck on just focusing on writing or like kind of the world of being an artist, and then you forget the side of the business. But I mean, that happens. But I think that's the only thing that I could look back on and just be a little bit more mindful that you have to do the yin and yang of business and artistry, you know.
Yeah, gotcha. What about you guys? Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think she nailed she hit the nail right on the head with that. It's what she just said about business and being creative. Those are two things that almost never mix, and it's so easy to plunge into the business, so easily to just plunge into the artist side of it. It's so hard to have an equal balance and make both work and be successful. So I think you just have to know where you're the best at and keep trucking and learn from each other, learn from other people where maybe your weak links are, for lack of a better word. And you know, just just make sure that you understand the business and the music or the artist side of it, and just keep trucking.
There you go.
To do it over. You know, I'm proud of what we have changed from personally, from back when I first started playing bass, when my mom and dad got me my first bass from Gemco, to the moment that I stand talking to you on this video cam. So I'm very proud of that. But if I could do it over, wow. I mean, that's an interesting comment. I mean, just continue learning, you know, understanding that your band is the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts, but that doesn't mean you have to separate it or anything like that. It's just your band members always telling you, you know, and understanding from the past especially, you know, that this is reality in my world. Now, it may not be reality to me, but understanding that it is reality to a band member and having the wherewithal to understand that and to put your arm around a band member and say, okay, we get it. Let's understand this and let's try to figure this out. When you think about how much time, when you figure something out, is really not that much. But the time that someone festers or thinks about it could be days, weeks, months, and possibly years, when you only have to have a conversation and open up a dialogue, which may only take 15 to 20 minutes to actually steer a path that makes your heart content. So musicians, just like you said earlier, have egos, and everybody thinks they're right sometimes. But at the stage of the game that we're at, trust us, we've got egos too, and we like that and have it our way. But we've learned enough in life to understand each one is a very brilliant person, brilliant artist, and if you listen, the good things will come.
Yeah.
But let me add this, and he's well said. And okay, but our motto, our never wonder, and I'll add this to this, and I'm going to preamble it. Never wonder is about never wondering about the past. And so, I mean, we do a lot of things in life and work and in relationships, but never wonder is just that. So you never wonder about the past, anything that has happened in, 3 years ago, whatever. It's time to move forward, learn from what you've things that have gone down, things that have gone right, things that have gone great, things that have gone wrong, and just never wonder about those things and always be positive.
That's great.
He is paying attention. He is paying attention. So after all these years, he's right. I mean, it didn't even dawn on me. But yeah, Never Wonder is, why Never Wonder became was simply that. It's never wonder about the past, because you can't change it. You can learn from it, and we all learn from our past. But if you're worrying about, man, if I just, this or that, he's right, and, sometimes you get, even me, I get lost in it, and, but that's what Never Wonder's all about. If you wonder about the past, you can't find what's in front of you, and what we found in front of us was a great team of musicians in Never Wonder, because we weren't worried about our old band, our old relationships, so.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of thinking about that, I'm going,
7th grade.
7th grade. I still love her.
If you only knew that is so true for Drake.
I really do.
Yeah.
That's true.
Gosh, I can tell you guys have a lot of fun. Good stuff.
You want to talk about ancient aliens?
Oh, no.
Oh my God! Don't open that box.
Yeah, don't open that Pandora's box. One time we started a rehearsal around 7, 8 o'clock, and something happened. Someone said something, and I think we spent 4 hours with our instruments on about some wacky stuff. But it's the freedom to be who you are in the room and not be judged. And we get some wacky conversations going, and it's okay.
Yeah.
The wackier, the better.
There you go. Good stuff. Okay, in case you're just tuning in here on DC Coast to Coast, you are late. You are so late. This is Never Wonder, the Independent Artist of the Week this week on DC Coast to Coast. And I've got Alima, Dre, and Vincent here with me on Uvu. And we're about winding things down here. We're going to spin one more cut here for you. But I know you guys are working on a new CD while you're acting crazy there.
I can't even see them.
I guess we don't really get in front of the camera much.
Yeah, I can tell you guys aren't in front of the camera very often.
Yeah, never.
Tell us about the new CD you're working on. Is there a title, and what can we expect? I'll start with Alima.
I don't think we have the title yet, but it's really just about, getting some new sounds in there, and again, like the groove, soul, and getting some upbeat tunes and whatever's, coming into our lives right now. I think it's been going along with whatever's come across our path in the last few, and so it's been a fun ride to kind of get some things going, and really excited about getting it out and pushing it out, trying to get the next wave going. So
Very good.
expect fun music, some ballads, all the good stuff that gets your heart and soul.
There you go. Good stuff. Tell us once again where people can find your music on the web.
Okay, it is NEVERWONDER.com. And you can go to Facebook, it's Never Wonder Band, and YouTube, Never Wonder Band as well. And you can see us on Instagram and Twitter. So, but definitely you can see all our shows and everything on NEVERWONDER.com. So be sure to check that out on iTunes for music.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, all the links.
All the links are there.
Sorry, all the links are there. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
All the links.
Okay, I'm sorry. We keep talking over each other. No, I was just saying all the links are there, iTunes and everything else. And like she had mentioned earlier, CD Baby.
We don't make much money, but we have a good time.
Yeah. buy a T-shirt, buy a sticker. No keychains there. Is there any underwear? No underwear. None of that. It's not the type of band this is. Just go to the website, merchandise, buy some CDs, support local music, support this great station.
Yes.
I love you. I love it.
Thank you very much. Okay. Any last words you want to say to the viewers before we spin this last cut? I'll start with Alima. Anything you want to add, honey?
Yeah, well, definitely keep in touch and check out our website and our music, and keep an eye out for the next few months of what we're coming up with. And definitely thanks for the opportunity, and hope you enjoy the tracks. Let It Out. This EP has been really successful, so hopefully you can check that out and see what else you like from our future album.
Awesome stuff. And brothers, you want to add something?
Yeah, totally. I mean, like she says, definitely check us out on NEVERWONDER.com. Like us on Facebook. Share us on Facebook. Buy an album. Please support. Yeah, send us an email. Let us know what you think of the songs and what you'd like to see Never Wonder do. You know, where we could improve, or what you would like to see us do. You know, songs. But,
You know, just first off, we appreciate you, DC, for letting us do this. I mean, to go across the country, across the world, that means a lot to us. You know, as an independent artist, I want to say thank you to you first and foremost.
You're welcome.
Love the band. Obviously, thank you. So the band, just, you know, right now we're in a place where we really want to write some music. We do have an EP out, and come back to our site. There are new things, new places to see us at. But we're really in the focus of writing new material. There's a lot of songs that are, you know, on the back burner and stuff like that. But that's an important process for us. I mean, as a band, you have to continue to create, and that's where we are. And for the musicians out there, good luck. We listen to your show, and there's some great artists on there. And definitely check out NEVERWONDER.com. Real important to us. And if you just search Never Wonder on any search engine, you'll get a lot of articles and a lot of stuff. So, again, very proud of what we do, but only because things like this, we get our name out there, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet. It's my pleasure. Okay, one final thing. We're going to spin right now a different version of the song that you heard at the top of this Independent Artist of the Week segment with Never Wonder. Alima, tell me a little bit about the differences of this version of spinning as opposed to the original.
Well, the lounge version is, you know, just takes it down a notch, just kind of making it more intimate, because it's about love. So love at first sight and how that makes you feel. So the other one, I think it's a contrast of the intensity, and the lounge version can be really like chill, but you could really feel the voice and the lyrics a little bit more, so you can really feel how it is love at first sight. So I think that's the contrast. You know, one is a little higher intensity, passion and love, and then the other is the same, but I think it's more smooth. You know, you get to feel things a little bit more that you don't get to hear when you go in the higher intensity. So it was a nice contrast.
Good stuff. Brothers, you want to add anything to that?
Something maybe Alima doesn't know, she wasn't in the studio at the moment, and exactly what she said, it's so true, I mean, everything. But you have to understand what happened in the recording studio. So, a beautiful thing happened. So we were with our engineer, E, who does No Doubt, Save Ferris, Death by Stereo, you know, a lot of big artists, but, you know, he's worked with us for many years. So we were sitting there listening to all the tracks, and we were just kind of brainstorming ideas. And I don't think Alima was there in the the recording studio. And we said, why don't you strip it, and let's really hear Alima's voice against the piano without everybody else. So we walked in, and we were, again, like kicking around ideas. We dropped everything, bass, drums, everything. And we heard the voice with the piano, and we were like, you've got to be kidding me. It was a moment of like, wow. So, though we love the electric version, but there's something about the the piano version that, for me personally, puts the voice really hear what she's commanding and saying.
It really makes it more intimate, very intimate. After you sent it to me last night, I listened to it and I was like, wow, this is a totally different spin on this song. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. I enjoy both of these cuts of the same song. Well, listen, you guys, Never Wonder, Alima, Dre, and Vincent, thank you ever so much for being here, and I hope you guys had a really, really, really good time. I know I did. And when that new CD comes out, we'll have to do this again, okay?
Definitely.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
Just joking. I need to get this. I need to get this in. Drake drums. Sorry. That's a good Drake joke.
That's right.
You know, drummers have been pounding things forever.
Jesus.
No, don't edit. Don't edit. Leave it right there.
I'm not gonna edit anything. No, this is great. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dre.
Okay, you guys. Thanks again so much for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you, viewers, for watching. We got one more cut here from this week's Independent Artist of the Week. This is Never Wonder with the complete version, all instruments, all out. This is spinning on DC Coast to Coast and the USA FM. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it so much. God bless.
Thank you. Going to Disneyland. Lucy throws his
East side.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Vince Ramos from the band Never Wonder. I'm the bassist, and I'm proud to be on this week's Independent Artist of the Week, DC Coast to Coast. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
My arms are limp, and my legs, they are heavy. My mouth doesn't work, and my mind, it is empty. I'm lost in time, and I don't wanna move, 'cause all that I want is wrapped up in you. And I feel like I'm standing when you walk into the room, captivated by your presence. Imagine I'm with you. I live invisible, wishing you would see me through. My nerves won't let me try to talk to you. So here I am, my song it is real. My heart is racing to tell you how I feel. Right here, right now, and I feel like I'm spinning when you walk into the room, captivated by your presence. Imagine I'm with you. Yeah. I'm bothered inside. I wish you could read my mind. Won't you walk my way? I am just the way. Oh, you feel the same way. Won't you feel the same way? Yeah, I'm lost in time and I don't wanna move, 'cause all that I want is wrapped up in you. Yeah. And I feel like I'm standing when you walk into the room, captivated by your presence. Imagine I'm with you. And I feel like I'm spinning when you walk into the room, captivated by your presence. Imagine I'm with you. Imagine I'm with you.
It became a bird.
DC.
Bye. See ya.
Rails. I love it.
That's what you should have. It's like a bunch of like
You?
snippets of the buys for you.
Yeah, this is us all going crazy after the interview is over.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me another copy.
We're a very serious band. Just want to let everybody know. Very serious.
Have a great day.